Hey guys, guess what? It's Christmas!
That made a mess.
Alright guys, December is officially upon us, and that means it is time to break out all things Christmas.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have a lot more content coming out on our channel, but we'll talk about that a little later. For right now, let's just get right into what this episode is about, and that is Christmas movies.
Yeah, and I'll start with one of my favorites, Prep and Landing. It's not a full-length feature film, it's a short, it's a Disney animated short, and it's one of my favorites because it has elves in it. Elves are one of my favorite things about the Christmas season.
Oh, thank you.
Not you. And having the elves be secret agents and, you know, helping Santa deliver the presents all over the world, that's just a really cool theme, and I really like that short.
Well, number 5 for me, it's also not, well, I guess it is a movie. I don't really know the official title, but it is House of Mouse Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
It has a...
Snowed In, it's a House of Mouse.
Oh, is that what it is? I don't know. I watched it with my little brother on Netflix, and I really like it. I like the idea of all the Disney characters coming together to be in this House of Mouse, I guess. It's just really neat in all the Christmas stories. They do it like a Christmas Carol, and it's neat to recognize the characters inside of the Christmas carols and stuff, or inside of the different shorts, recognizing who the characters are from the other Disney movies, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really love the House of Mouse TV show, and that's one that we might do a little bit later on Tops that I might try to sneak in there somewhere in another Tops. But I do love the House of Mouse. It's just an amazing idea for a show. Alright, number 2 on my list is another Disney movie. It's a full-length film that I'm betting a lot of you have not seen. It's called The Snowball Express. Now this one isn't Christmas per se, but it is the winter holiday skiing motif. It's about a dad and his family who move from New York. He quits his job in New York and they move out to the ski lodge out in the mountains of Colorado, and it's about their adventures there, and it's just a really fun film. It's a great one for you if you like older classic Disney movies. It's just a really good film, a good solid happy jolly film.
Yeah, that one is a really good one. Okay, my next one, it is another somewhat childish, well, I mean, it's not really childish, but the Muppets Christmas Carol, it's definitely my favorite version of the Christmas carols. Has amazing music, and of course there's all the Muppets. The guy who plays Scrooge, I don't know his name, but he does an excellent job of playing Scrooge.
Michael Caine, maybe?
Yeah, that could be it. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite ones.
Alright, the next one on my list is another older one. It is Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, yeah.
I was Googling Christmas movies because there's so many that I had in the back of my mind that I couldn't remember what the name of them was. I knew there was a Christmas movie that I wanted to say, but Miracle on 34th Street was one of those. It's the one about about like at a Macy's Day Thanksgiving parade, and them finding a Santa Claus, and he says that his name's Kris Kringle, and he goes with the little girl and her mother, and it's just a heartwarming story about how he makes her dreams come true, and it's a good story. It has a well thought out plot. It's not too sappy, but it's a very touching, definitely heartfelt, I think I've said that several times now,
yeah.
movie that I recommend everyone watching around Christmas time.
Yeah, that one is a good one. Now, this next one, I think it's probably not as well known because it's a Hallmark Channel original, and it's actually not a sad one. It's called Battle of the Bulbs. Basically, the story is two neighbors like try to be the best house on the street with their Christmas lights and such. I mean, there's a lot more going on, but that's the basic gist of it. It's really funny. It's had me laughing quite a bit when I watched it. I watched it several times. So I really do like that one. Yeah,
I like that one too. We watch it every year at Christmas since we had it taped off of the Hallmark Channel, and it's definitely should be a classic. Just 1 second. I have got to know who plays in the Muppets Christmas Carol.
I think you're right. I think it is Michael Caine.
Let me see. I'll know in like 5 seconds.
1.
Michael Caine.
Ah, you were right. I told you.
5 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Michael Caine is Scrooge, and he is an amazing Scrooge.
This is
All
good
right.
show.
Now back to the lists. After that little sidetrack, Google is a wonderful tool. Next one on my list, there's so many more that I wish I put on here now that I'm thinking about it, but the next one on my list is the Peanuts Christmas. And stop shaking the camera.
Sorry.
The Peanuts Christmas, I love Peanuts. My dad is a big fan of the work of Charles M. Schulz. He is a Peanuts fan. We get him stuff usually every year at Christmas.
We got the
Peanuts.
stocking thing over here with the
The stocking with Snoopy. And the Peanuts Christmas Carol, or not Christmas Carol, but the Peanuts Christmas movie is a classic at our house. We usually watch it every year. It's just got some great music, and the true story of Christmas really rings through in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about it just shouts out Christmas to me.
Yeah, it is a good one, and it is definitely a classic. So moving on to another classic, for me, number 2 has got to be White Christmas. And if you haven't heard of it, then what's wrong with you, you uncultured swine?
Don't offend
Anyways,
our viewers like that. You guys are not uncultured swine.
Okay, fine.
Just to make that
Yeah,
clear.
it's from the 1950s or 60s, right? Somewhere around there.
Yeah, this one was released about World War II.
Yeah.
So
Bing Crosby stars in it. It was a sequel movie to his movie Holiday Inn, but White Christmas is way better. If you've probably heard his song if you listen to any Christmas radio. His song is White Christmas, but it's a really really good movie, and you should definitely watch it.
And it's an old classic movie, and the humor, the comedy in it, Danny Kaye is in it, and he is hilarious as his partner. It's just the dance, the choreography, everything in that movie is done spectacular, and there's just not really anything bad about it that I can say. It's a great holiday movie. It's actually, because of the one that I know is going to be number 1 on his list, I put this one as number 1 on my list because I knew I could jump right in on his list. So I'm going to sort of bounce off that, and my number 1 is White Christmas because of everything we've already said.
Yeah.
Alright, you're number 1.
Okay, well, my number 1, as well as your all-time favorite, which this one is my all-time favorite too, is Elf.
And I think we can agree with everyone out there that this is the best Christmas movie ever.
Yeah.
And don't tell us in the comments if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to know.
Yeah.
Elf's a good movie.
Yeah, it's about an elf who just comes to real world, but he's not actually an elf. He's a human who's an elf. Starring Will Ferrell. He does a really good job acting in it. And it is a really, really funny movie, and it's kind of touching. It gets you right here.
It does at the very, very end. You almost think that you're going to get away without being touched right here, but it gets you.
And then it comes and sucks.
It's a happy movie. It is a hilarious movie. For us and for our friends, Elf watching season started the day after Thanksgiving. We have not yet watched it in the official Elf watching season.
Yeah.
But we will be doing that very, very soon.
Alright. And that wraps up our list. So, now time for announcements. You weren't expecting that.
Alright, you guys know that it's Christmas, and I don't know if we've mentioned it, but Tops is definitely not the only thing we'll be doing on this channel.
Yeah.
For the Christmas season, we have a couple special things. I'll let you tell them what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah, we have a sketch, and we're gonna be doing a few other things that we'll announce as we release them. If you have any ideas for stuff you'd like to see, content you'd like us to put out, just leave them in the comments below. And
maybe if you have any ideas for a sketch too. The one that we have, I think, is gonna be pretty funny. I don't know. It'll be our first attempt trying to put it all together into something funny and something good. So.
Oh, and also, we've got some suggestions about what some future tops would be, and that's great. Thank you so much for leaving those suggestions, and we will do them. But for the month of December, we are going to be doing just Christmas ones. So if you have any suggestions about Christmas tops you'd like us to do, we're flexible, we can change. So just tell us in the comments, and leave suggestions for future episodes of tops that you'd like to see.
Yep. We thank you guys for watching us, and we hope you guys have a happy 3rd day of December. Only 22 days until Christmas.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see you guys all throughout the month of December on our channel.
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is.
Well, I guess we'll have to clean this all up now.
Yep.